Hello again, my legion. I wanted to show something off from my childhood. This is like about 35 years old. This is my cool uh, Native American sand painting. You know, it's really really cool. Let me get a longer shot of that. You know, and I got this from my uncle Bob and Kathy. This is part of my childhood. I remember this, and I had like a Bigfoot rug, which was like a just like a Bigfoot. I thought that had to do with the Sasquatch, but that's probably more of like a symbol of the '70s. Like a Bigfoot rug. I don't have that no more. Because whenever they moved out of the big house, the trailer, he left a lot of stuff behind, and I was in the army, so I couldn't protect all my stuff. And then there was also like I can't remember what it's called, but something Indian related. Like it was like a big long horn type thing, and it was leather and made out of leather and rubber, and it was used to keep water and wine. And I don't know what the heck it's called. And that used to be draped across the window of my window. Oh, mirror of my big dresser. I remember that when I was little. I don't know whatever happened to that. And I had like this cool little magnetic guy was on a stand, and there was a magnet underneath it, and he was on a little skateboard, and you pull it back and you release it, and then when he goes on the magnet, he starts skating all around because of the magnet and stuff like that. It was really cool. But this is one of the few things I have left from my childhood. This is 35 years old from my Uncle Bob and Kathy. And then later on, a couple of years later, they sent me a piece of coral reef from the Great Barrier Reef. I think my mother has that now, and they sent me a copy of the magazine Scientific American that explained the coral reef situation and stuff like that, which is really interesting. I know my grandmother said it was junk, but oh well. Now, the cool thing is there's actually writing on the back of this. It's really hard to read, but I can read it. It's my Uncle Bob. I haven't read this in about 20 years. Okay, it says, "This is a fire dancer with the beans on the side." Those are the beans right here. On this little tree, the beans right there. And that's a fire dancer. Okay. Now, it is used for healing and blessing by Navajo medicine man. It says by R. Benally or something like that. Oh, that's not from Uncle Bob, but that's this might have been like a thing that he bought, and then the guy who did this wrote on the other side maybe he bought it from a Native American, because they lived in North Carolina and stuff like that for a long time. I lived in North Carolina just when I was in Fort Bragg. But this is the fire dancer, and I guess this picture was used for healing by the Navajo medicine man, and the beans on the side. So I think that's pretty cool, and I kept it, and I think it's really neat. Also, I wanted to talk about, I just think that's how cool that is. I just wish I had more stuff from my childhood. Kind of jonesing back to that period. When we lived in a big house. But this is a really nice painting. I like it very much, and this is has been my 35-year-old Native American sand painting, because it's all sand right here. I don't know how it stayed so good for so long. It's a little dusty and stuff, but the sand is still pretty intact. We must have glued it pretty well. So till next time. I know I did back to back with a fish video. Until next time, take care, my legion. Oh God. Take care, my legion.